my initial plan was to do a video on how to make thumbnails and give a tutorial on how I make thumbnails, but that didn't happen because my mic was not working and I'm trying to figure out how streaming works. And let me see if I can
Do a
hear.
video on.
Okay, I can hear. So that was my first plan for the day, but it just did not work because I'm trying to figure out how OBS works, like the live streaming thing works, but it's so hard for me to figure out that because um the video is connecting but my new mic was not connecting with the live stream. But my whole 5 hours this morning, hi Vivin, thanks for joining, my whole 5 hours this morning completely was taken away from trying to figure out this technical thing that happened. And then I was like so frustrated because I couldn't make that video today um on YouTube. And today is Thanksgiving. We all know happy Thanksgiving. And we had Thanksgiving dinner at Mike's family, his brother's place. And we had a nice time there. And I came back, and even when the Thanksgiving dinner was happening, in the back of my mind, I was like, oh, I couldn't do the video. I couldn't post the video today. What am I gonna do? How do I figure out the mic situation? Mic, MIC mic, okay, this mic. I'm talking about this mic. And all that. And I came back and I was like still stressed about it. And I'm thinking about what are the other things I have to do. Like a lot of stresses, like right, like we all have stresses in life that feels like it never goes away. And what happened was, in the process of me doing all that, and I'm coming back, I'm sitting back in my office and I'm like trying to figure out what to do next, how to post tomorrow. And I'm like, Mike comes to me and he hugs me, and he does that sometimes, like from the other room. He'll come to me, he'll check on me like every 1 hour, and he'll be like, hey, what you up to? And are you doing your YouTube stuff? And I'm like, yeah, babe, I'm doing my YouTube stuff. And I'm like, wait a minute, like today's Thanksgiving. We did all this dinner and everything with the family and everything. And I'm like, I literally did not thank you for anything. Like, I'm like, wait, like, let me just stop worrying about things. And then I said, Mike, wait. He was like, wait, what happened? I'm like, wait. He was like, yeah, what? He got scared. Like he thought I was coming with something serious or something. And I'm like, I held his hand like this. And I'm like, thank you so much for everything that you are to me. And he was like, oh, thank you too, babe. And I'm like, literally, I don't know, babe. It's Thanksgiving and I did not thank you. And this actually made me think, because on Thanksgiving, what we all do is we go to our friends, in-laws and families houses. It's mainly eating, right? It's turkey and there's all this beans and all those things. It's mainly food. Everybody's excited about food and just being able to eat and all that. And I don't know how many of you actually took the time to look eye to eye to our loved ones and tell them thank you. Like, thanks, the whole point of Thanksgiving is saying thank you. Like, did you do that today? Did anybody do that today, at least to your partner or your best friend or your mom or your dad or brother? Like, I'm not saying this to be like dramatic or anything like that. You have to be like thankful, but literally think about it. Because when I came to the US, we don't have Thanksgiving in India, okay? So we don't have like a day, specific day where you actually reflect back on everything that happened that year and then say Thanksgiving. We don't have it. So I'm not used to the whole Thanksgiving culture. It's new to me. And when I came here, I did not, like before meeting Mike, I did not have a family to go to like during Thanksgiving. All my friends, like, American friends, would go to their families' houses and do Thanksgiving. And I specifically remember this because 2021, I was sitting alone in my apartment and just missing home and not just, that's when everybody is like, there's no friends around you, everybody is with their families, right? Like I didn't have my family here, like I didn't have anybody to call family here. And this year I have everyone. I have Mike's family with me, my brother is in the US, and this year was so transition. I'm thinking back to everything that happened this year. I finished my master's in public health, debt free, like finished all the debt I had when I did my master's in public health, got a job. This year, we bought a house together, me and Mike. We moved in together, worked a ton of stuff in the house, changed the entire roof, and we got engaged this year. We got married a few weeks back. It's not even a month since our marriage. All these beautiful things happened in my life. And what am I sitting here and doing? I'm sitting here and worrying about the next thing, like worrying about, stressing about the small things in life. Like literally, let me tell you, this is something, when I'm telling you, this is as much of a thing for me as it is for an advice to you, because I want this to stay on social media as a reminder to myself to catch myself before I do this again. And this is why I came on live today to say this to you. I want you guys to really think about all the tiny good things that happened in your life and literally be thankful for everything that happened in your life. And I have written down the things that I want to talk to you guys about today. So I was watching a live from Siana Singh, and she was talking about Thanksgiving too. Like, she was like, you know what? If you woke up today, if you opened your eyes today, and if you were able to eat your food today, if you had your phone with you today, if you have a phone, and if you could go to the bathroom, if you could use the restroom without anybody's help, like that hit me hard. That hit me hard. If you could go to the bathroom without anybody's help, if you had hot water in your bathroom, you should be thankful. Like, we don't even realize that, right? That hit me so hard because with I have volunteered for an old age home here in the US. I have volunteered for that. And I have helped like older women with their medicines, and, sometimes help them change their dress, like because they have some physical ailment that doesn't let them, move their body freely, and they need help to put something on, to put dress on, sometimes to go to the restroom, to go to the bathroom. And that literally made me think about it. I had completely forgotten about that. This I did like 2 years back or something here. And I'm like, wow, we have all these good things in life, and we're just not thankful enough. Not just on thankful day, like Thanksgiving day, like every single day we have to remember these luxuries that life has given us. It's only when we are all like old and we are not able to do our own stuff, or something happens, like, health, like your health, and something happens and you're not able to do things on your own, you realize that, wow, what I had few years back was so good. What I had when I was young was so good. I just rushed through life and completely forgot to be thankful to ourselves, be thankful to everything that God gave us. Like, I'm saying God in a different sense, like, you know what I mean? Like, I am a believer, but I'm saying God in the sense of a higher power, okay? Or universe. You can take it as universe. If you're not a believer in God, you can take that as universe. Like I just said, God. All these things that the universe has given us, we just tend to forget. And this Thanksgiving, I literally just wanted to hop on this live and tell you guys this, because everybody, we all need to be reminded of these things. There's this funny thing in this house, like ever since I met Mike, he's somebody who always thanks you. Like, I'm like, literally for every small thing we do, we thank each other. Like, if you give this to him, he'll be like, thank you, babe. And I got that habit from him to thank everybody, and is, if something happens, just to immediately say sorry. And that even happens at work. Like, I'm somebody who like keeps saying thank you and keeps saying, oh, sorry, like this. And some people would be like, oh, it's okay, it's okay. Like, but I got used to it because Mike keeps doing that. Like, every time he cooks, I'd be like, thanks for cooking today, babe. Like, if I'm the one cooking, he'll be like, thanks for cooking today, babe. Like, tiny things, okay, small things. And sometimes, like, I remember one day I told him, babe, can we, like, should we just stop saying thank you to each other? Because sometimes it feels formal, and I'll tell you why it feels formal for me. I'll tell you in a bit. I'm like, sometimes it feels formal, like now we are married and we're husband wife. Like, do we have to keep saying thank you and sorry? But he's like, no, babe. Like, it's really important. Like, I like to keep appreciating small things. And I'm like, wow, that really makes a lot of difference. It's like words of affirmation. When someone thanks you, especially a partner thanks you. And the funny thing is, in India, in India, we don't have this culture, right? Like, we don't, of course, like, people say thank you and everything, and thank you, welcome, all that, but we're not used to saying I love you. Like, I don't know how many of us have actually said I love you to your mom or dad or brother, or how many of us have really heard our parents say I love you, like literally the three words, okay, I love you to you. Like, I don't know how many of us have heard that. Happy Thanksgiving, Claire. Hi, happy to have you here. So I don't know, like, if in your country you have that culture of actually saying I love you to the people who you truly love, like from within your heart, like your parents, your brother, your partner. And so I grew up in that culture, right? And then over here, nobody is like scared to say that. Like, we just literally had a conversation about Thanksgiving, and how saying thanks, like saying I love you to someone, like, feels weird to me. But for Mike, he's like, no, babe, like, we make it a point to tell others, to tell our mom or dad or partner I love you, because it has to be reinforced, and that's something that you have to express, because the other person sometimes don't know. Sometimes it makes a lot of difference. And I started saying that to my I will reply to your question, Claire, in a minute, because let me just finish this, because I think I have undiagnosed ADHD or something. I'll forget the whole thing, but I'll tell you where I live. And just so it's really important to tell people that you love them. And I started doing this, like, sometimes when I keep the call, any call with my mom, I'll be like, I love you. And it feels a little weird because I've never said that to my mom, even though I love her and my dad to death. But I've never heard my dad or mom tell me I love you. So it feels a little weird for me when I say it. But I made it a point to, like, say it, or even text. Sometimes I feel so embarrassed to say it, so I'll be like texting saying I love you to my mom or dad, or even saying thank you and all that. Even to my friends, sometimes when I say thank you, when they send me something or do some help or something, I just say thank you. And they'll be like, thank you, like my Indian friends, okay, thank you, like that feels so formal. Why are you being formal with me? So I'm like, no, I'm not being formal, I'm literally thanking you from my heart. Like, it's not formal. In India, people think that saying thank you and all that is like too formal. But here, thank you is an everyday thing, right? Like, I give this to you, you say thank you, you give that to me, I say thank you. Like, it's just culture, okay? So this Thanksgiving, I really wanted to hop on this live to remind you that just be thankful for every small thing that happened. I know that I'm on YouTube and I mostly talk about YouTube stuff. Claire knows that better. I mostly talk about YouTube and how to grow on YouTube and all that. But sometimes I touch on mindset and, the importance of, like, slowing down, like slow living. if you will, and just being really mindful about how you spend your time, right? Sometimes when you want to grow on YouTube, you're like so in the cycle, and then you completely forget, like you're lost in your laptop and your phone and on analytics and all this. It's all good, like it's all part of self development. And if you have a passion project, and if your passion project is YouTube, I'm your best friend, because that's mine too. But we also have to keep in mind that we have a life outside of YouTube and content creation and all that, and just live life to, like, try and take the time to absorb what life has to offer, and just don't be sucked in the YouTube journey. And what I have learned is that when you take the time to do something outside of YouTube, like not related to content creation, like when you take the time to literally sit down and enjoy your coffee, like morning cup of coffee, without rushing, and just you and your thoughts, it really does affect your content creation too. It really helps with your content creation too. Like that's something that helped me at, or a small travel, sometimes going out to a cute cafe on a weekend, just sitting down reading a book, that literally does nourish your brain. And I'm a big believer of that. You have to nourish your brain in order to bring your creativity outside, and you will get a lot of points to talk about on your YouTube too. Like this is not related to Thanksgiving, but I just thought I had to say that. And to answer Claire's question, can I know where do you live and what you do for? Okay, so I am in Connecticut, like in the US, Connecticut. I came to the US in 2021. I was born and raised in Alain. It's a place in Dubai, like in UAE. And I went back to India to do my dentistry. I practiced as a dentist um, in India for a bit, and then I came to the US. So right now I'm in the US, in Connecticut. And so because I have a background in dentistry, I wanted to continue working in a dental office. So I work in a dental office now in Connecticut. And I work as a coronal polisher. What that means is I can do small procedures on patients, like I can polish their teeth, I can do some sealants, I can do like little things. But I cannot do procedures like a full blown dentist. You know what I mean? So I cannot. So if you have practiced um, dentistry in another country, you cannot practice in the US unless you go to school for 2 years in the US. So I'm not planning to do that, because that's like another $400,000 worth of money, and 2 years of my life. I'm not ready. Like this really circles back to literally trying to make the most of your time, right? I don't want 2 years of my life to be wasted or taken away from me to just to get a degree to be able to practice dentistry. So I decided that I'm not going back to dentistry, and I just went with whatever did not require me to do 2 years. So I used up. I was like, okay, I'll not use that money. I'll just channel all my savings and everything to buy this house. So I have this co-own this house with my husband, Michael. His name is Michael Harrison, and we're living a happy life, a peaceful life. That's what it is. So I stopped running. Literally, I stopped running for money, because I don't want the money that dentists make. I just want little money just to be able to live comfortably. But um, you're so sweet. No wonder your teeth are gorgeous and your smile. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. I've watched some of your videos. I really love your content. I think I'm subscribed to you, bro. Claire. I love your videos. Those are like really good. Like you're pretty too. You're really pretty. And I like the messages on your channel. Just keep going. I know this is not YouTube related stuff, but this is what you can expect from me on my lives, honestly, because this is also part of growing on YouTube, right? Because I'm doing lives. I just recently started doing lives. I don't know if you have done lives on your channel, Claire, but if you haven't done lives, I would literally, I would suggest you to start doing lives, because lives can help your channel grow too. This is completely off topic from the Thanksgiving message that I wanted to give you guys, but try it. It'll be helpful. And let me know if you're doing a live. I'll hop in and I'll join you. I'll be happy to do that. So yeah, this is literally what I wanted to say about Thanksgiving. And the whole the whole thing of Thanksgiving is to literally take the time to thank your loved ones, right? And just do that. And I don't know, maybe after this live, just text your best friend, or text your, if you have a partner, or text your mom or dad. um, just tell them that you love them. I'm literally going to do that. It's not Thanksgiving in Dubai. My parents, they don't know that. They know that it's Thanksgiving here in the US, but um, they don't know the whole culture. But I'll still like text them telling them that I appreciate them for all the support they have done for me in life. I'm also probably going to text my best friend and wait, thank you for joining this live and making it lively. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Vivian. Thank you so much for joining. And that is also Thanksgiving. Like literally, when you become mindful of everything that happens in life, like really aware of what everything that happens in life, you start to see the beauty of the small things, right? Like I'm someone who, I don't know, I have been called filmy sometimes. You know, filmy. Like I don't know if you've heard this word. Like one of my, I don't know, my classmates once have called me filmy. So what that means is somebody who is like always like, oh my god, that's so cute, or somebody who is like, look at that bird, like wow, that's so cute, and look at the moon, like look at that flight, that plane that's going. Like I'm like that. I like wonder at small things that people don't even like care about. And I was called filmy for that. And you know what? I take that as a compliment, because that means I notice small things, the beauty in small things, you know. And I love that about myself. I'm not going to change anything about myself. And that's actually given me a lot of advantage in life, honestly. Like literally appreciating the small things and just making intentional moves in my life. Like I never thought that I would have a peaceful life like this. Like I have gone through some pretty bad situations in life, and I have put all that in the past. And I have not always been this, you know, grateful and thankful and the positive energy and all that. Like when I was in school, I have been rude to some people. Like I was small, I was younger, and I was, I don't know, teenager. So I have done my fair share of small mistakes, and that I even today hold myself accountable for and blame myself for. And I have like literally reached out to my older schoolmates, where I have felt like, oh, maybe I didn't treat this person properly when I was dumb and young. And I have texted them on Facebook and Instagram saying, hey, hope you remember me. I'm Shilpa. I just want to apologize for something that happened, like I don't know, 15 years back. And just saying that, hey, you know that thing that happened in the class, and I said this comment, I think that was rude, and now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like I shouldn't have done that. And they go like, what? Like they're like, how do you even remember things like this? Like I don't remember this. They themselves don't remember that happened. But they're like, oh, you said, I'll read it. And they'll be like, oh, it's fine, it's okay, like, you know. But it gave me the peace of mind, you know, that I reached out to them and said sorry and apologized. So I'm trying to become better every day, with my deeds and my intentions and everything. So that's that. Hi, I have to go. Nice to have talked to you. Next time I will join again, make some video about doing live YouTube. Okay, I want to here again because my internet. Oh, okay, cool, no problem. So thanks for joining again, Claire. So that's that, like literally just do small things that make you feel better. And I am recently leaning more towards wellness and being aware of what I eat. And I'm not claiming that I'm there yet. There's a lot of work that I have to do before I get there, and I want you to start being intentional about every small thing in life, like relationships, how you treat others, the words that come out of your mouth. You're allowed to make mistakes, but then learn from them and not repeat it, and just be thankful for everything that you have in your life. And think more on a wellness standpoint. Why I'm saying this is because the influencer, I want to call her influencer. I don't think she likes the word influencer, but she has really influenced me, so I want to call her an influencer. She's a YouTuber. Her name is Siana, Ciana Singh, Singh, Siana Singh. She has Indian roots. She's Indian, but she's American Indian. And she is into wellness, just eating healthy and just working out. Working out is something that I have to really pick up on. um, but just by watching her videos and just her listening to her live has given me a lot of things to think about, and just I think it is steering me in a good direction. Now that up until this time everything was kind of chaotic, like the past 3 years was 2 years was like really good after I came to the US, but it was still hustle, doing masters in public health, 2 years of that, just doing school. And where do you have time to think about your food and your habits? And there's no time to think about all that. And then all got a job, and then how a 9 to 5 job goes, right? And then um house and moving in and all those things. So now is the time that I think I should like literally start like thinking about wellness and health in general. So I want you guys to start thinking about it. Just small things like buying chia seeds from Amazon or Stop and Shop and adding that to your oatmeal in the morning, or adding chia seeds to your water in the morning, and instead of drinking plain water, just drink water with chia seeds or flax seeds or sunflower seeds or something. Just doing things that have a positive sign on it, like doing things that's plus and deleting things that's negative in your life. That's all the message I wanted to give you guys today. I thank you for joining, and I hope you tell somebody that you're thankful for their presence and whatever they did in your life. And hope you guys have a nice Thanksgiving night. Relax. I know you guys ate a lot. It's okay. It's okay to like indulge sometimes, but tomorrow, wake up. You can go on a walk. I'm going to do that. So, yeah, just that, guys. Thank you so much for tapping in today. And I will see you guys on my next live. And tomorrow, I'm going to post a video on how I do my thumbnails. And it's going to be a tutorial one. And, this paper. And I'll see you guys there. And thank you. Good night. Oh, how do I stop this?